Hello my little worms, I'm Dei, and welcome back to Arknights? So if you remember right, 11 months ago I did a series of Arknight streams, where I finally got around to playing some of the game's story. So in the 11 months since then, how much of the story have I done? 0! Yup. I have not played a single main story level since I did those streams 11 months ago. So, how about a new series where I actually go through the levels one by one in each video so that maybe I'll consistently make progress of this and actually make it to the current point in the story and not still be giantly behind. It says behind me right now, current 9-1. No, not even close to there. We are still in the 7 dashes. Whoops. And one final thing before we get started, I just want to point out the fact that my level is now in the triple digits. Woo! I said to myself that I would start the series once I reached level 100, and that just happened like yesterday. So, yeah! Woohoo! Level 100! Goddamn, I play so much of this game. Especially, I play too much of this game to have this little story completed over all this time. And the level we are tackling today is 7-4, Side-1. For Elite 2 Level 1, yeah, I think I cover that. The spearhead of Reunion's reconnaissance force has appeared at the location where we established a concealed facility. Be careful, these are no ordinary Reunion grunts that we're dealing with. Oh no! But also I have no context for any of the story that's come before this bit because it's, been 11 months, so And now, to start the level! Yes, my team is probably fine, I don't know. I don't know what's in this level. Who knows? But yes, that was my team, if you did not already know what my team was. Whoop. Rhodes Island Bridge, 6 a.m. Hey, I'm here. It's been a while. Attention, our outstanding operators. I have some important information to report to everyone in Rhodes Island. This is Amir. Such important information. Oh my god, I did not know that. So helpful. As of last night, Rhodes Island has officially left Lungmen. Oh no. In light of recent developments, the trade agreement between us and Lungmen has been cancelled. We no longer have any reason or standing to remain inside the city. Fortunately, we've already purchased a lot of supplies from Lungmen, which will sustain our operations for a while. Unfortunately, some of our operators will shortly be going deep into Chernobog's core city. Oh no, an extremely tough battle awaits us there. Many may think that war is a distant concern to us. War, they may say, is a conflict between two countries and has nothing to do with a pharmaceutical company. It's always very weird that they're a pharmaceutical company despite everything that goes on. But war never changes, but also I think war has never left us. We have always been in a war, the long war of injustice against the infected, the war that drives people to hate one another. To develop an effective treatment for oropathy and give the infected a chance to use it, our medics have poured countless hours into their research. Likewise, it has always been our goal to provide the most advanced medical treatment to those here who suffer from oropathy, inhibiting and slowing the progression of oropathy. But that is far from enough. Before we can achieve these goals, we must face the ever-growing conflicts between the infected and uninfected. The enemies of the infected will not see them treated, and each crime they commit against the infected aggravates the tensions between the groups. All while others exploit and enslave the infected for their own profit. There are those who oppose us and even attack us, solely because we seek a cure for oropathy. We have suffered this in the past. Imagine dragons. Imagine if we develop a medicine to treat this disease, but never have a chance to administer it to the infected. What then? Our enemy is not only oropathy. There is no safety for us standing back from this war anymore. 2 weeks ago, Reunion and Rhodes Island engaged in a violent confrontation. Many of our operators sacrificed themselves in Chernobog. Oh no! A story we have seen unfold far too many times. But if every sacrifice demands vengeance from us, then we will be locked into an endless cycle of revenge. Countless lives will be taken. Oh no. Taken by our enemies, and taken by our own hands. Our struggle with Reunion cannot rest upon hatred. If we are able to negotiate with them, we will demand from them an explanation and hold them accountable for their actions. Cool. But Reunion is still gripped by their madness even today. They have taken control of Chernobog's core city and are driving it into Lungmen. Oh, that seems very concerning. Even stranger, Ursus has not surrendered its territorial control of the core city. They retain a territorial claim on Chernobog, even with it under Reunion's control. Even when Ursus never took action as this entire incident unfolded. The Empire of Ursus ignored the atrocities committed in Chernobog and made no effort to stop them whatsoever. They abandoned their own citizens. This has led me to conclude that Ursus has conspired to bring about these events. A collision with the core city will spark an international war. A war between Ursus and Yan. By then, it will be too late. No matter who stands behind Reunion, no matter how hard they've pushed, no matter who the real mastermind behind all this is, there will be only one truth laid grimly at our feet. The Infected caused this war. No matter the outcome of the war, the Infected will always be the scapegoat. They will face even more brutal oppression, more miserable lives, and an eternal fiery hatred. If that comes to pass, all Rhodes Island has done will come to nothing. There won't be a single country in the world that will allow us to treat the Infected, or allow them a normal life. Indeed, this is an unavoidable part of our, protracted war on Oropathe. Rhodes Island has always been fighting this war, and it's a difficult war to win. But despite that, we will never give up. We will never surrender. We will fight the fanatics with reason and enmity, with clever strategy. We will press on, because no one wants to see a bitter end to our efforts. So we will stop Reunion. We will stop the Chernobog core city from colliding with Lungmen. I hope those of you staying here on the landship will look after Rhodes Island. Whether or not we return, Rhodes Island will fight on. Right. Situation normal. That was incredibly dramatic, Amio. Phew. Great speech, yes. Very great speech. Oh, thanks, Doctor. Yes, it is me, the amazing Dr. Day. Although last time we did this, I think I was still Dr. Atlas before I did a name change. Was it maybe too gloomy? No, it was fiery and passionate. Yes, some other operators will think so too. They said at times like these we should be boosting morale. But I thought about it and realized we're not that kind of team. It's not about good or bad morale for us. We need to understand what it is we're doing. The harder things get, the more we need to tell everyone the truth. We can't be making our decisions blind. What could be more dangerous than walking around this world blindfolded? Walking around this world with no limbs. At least, like, if you're blindfolded, you can, like, flail about wildly. It might be a little harder if you don't have limbs. I heard Madame Chen left Lungmen. It's true. I'm thinking Madame Chen will probably steal into the core city alone. Oh no, that sounds dangerous. Lungmen, the Infected, her bloodline. Madame Chen is a complicated person, with a lot of contradictions tied up inside her. But even carrying around all that, she still didn't give up. She still didn't run away. She carried it all with her into Chernobog. She's not afraid of betrayal, exile, or death. Dr. Day. Still, it feels weird to see Dr. Day, considering last time it was always Dr. Atlas. Madame Chen is infected. Yes. Sure, I knew it all along. I don't know. Who's Madame Chen again? Okay, I do know who that is. I do own her in my roster. But yes. Doctor, when we get to the core city, we're also going to do what we can do to rescue her. Not only because Madame Chen is our friend, and not entirely because someone hired us to do it, but also because someone hired us to do it. Madame Chen will not face Reunion alone. We will stand with her. Together. Everything she worked so hard to protect, and the painful silence she forced on herself, we will help her, because we both want the same thing. Sounds pretty generous, I guess. Haha. Doctor, that look on your mask, it's funny. Does my mask have a look? It's just a mask. It looks like the mask, because it's the mask. I've doubted Madame Chen before. I took her for the type who couldn't change. Aha. But when she reached out to help the infected, I saw it. I saw the color of her heart. I imagine it was red, like hearts typically are. I've never heard anything like that before. That's an interesting turn of phrase. You're not sure? That's an interesting turn of phrase. It's just, how I describe it. I don't really know how to explain what I see, and it wouldn't be right to transmit it to the people directly. But to protect the infected in a moving city, to keep to that ideal is heroic. Madame Chen isn't a cold-blooded person. She's stern and strict, but that's exactly why her sense of justice forces her to fight against the darkness in this world, even if she's never said so herself. So we'll go. Okay, just the one Punch Man response. Sure, I made that promise myself. Dr. Dei, are you talking about... Oh, Miss Frostnova. Yes, the one who killed my throat in the last streams. Right. I miss Frostnova. And Misha. I miss Misha. If there's something we can do to prevent a repeat of Misha's tragedy, to bring some comfort to Frostnova and her men, and to help even more people to stop the birth of new sorrow in this land, we will do it. Together. I don't know why. I keep feeling like I need to just say together at the end of these sentences. Hello, Calcit. I've sent both of you the information. This will be the first time the three of us have taken command together. Ooh. Am I supposed to be excited? You could always stay here. It's up to you. I can't force you. Why would I ever stay here? That's where all the fun is. Dr. Calcit. I'm listening. I hope you can set aside whatever preconceptions you have of Dr. Dei. I'm an amazing strategic genius, can't you tell? How many battles have I won for you? And I hope you'll set aside whatever prejudices you may have towards Dr. Calcit, Dr. Dei. I have prejudices against this? I mean, I like them. They're cool. From the things she said before. Do you think I remember the things she said before? She said them 11 months ago from my perspective. At least for the time being. Dr. Dei has amnesia. Yes. Even more so now that I've not played in 11 months. Rhodes Island has no reliable treatment to restore the Doctor's memory in just 2 short weeks. So everything that the Doctor is now is the product of new understanding and cognition. Dr. Calcit, I hope you can look at this Dr. Dei in a new light. And Dr. Dei, I don't want you doubting Dr. Calcit's intentions just because of what she said. She's the person that you can rely on the most. Whether you trust her or not, she is. Understood. Who do I actually rely on the most? Lapland. I rely on Lapland. Lapland wins me a lot of fights. Please, promise me, both of you. Where's the option of I promise? Looks like I have no choice. Dr. Dei. Dr. Calcit? Water under the bridge isn't an option for us. Morality won't turn us into better people. Dr. Calcit. I'm not refusing your proposal, Amia. It's just forgiveness as a form of kindness, of waiving your right to anger, will only make us weak beyond measure. I will not waive that right. But for now, I'll shelve my prejudices. Let's deal with the core city first. Once and for all. Looking forward to working with you, Calcit. I am, apparently. If you're willing. I didn't think it would be this easy. Honestly, I was even expecting you to weave in some traps and pitfalls among your words. But what's the harm? I look forward to working with you, Dr. Dei. So what's the plan? Oh yeah, plans. Which part of the plan are you asking about, Doctor? All of it. All of it? All of it. We just walk up to Tulun and introduce ourselves, right? Let's go with the first option. First, we'll need to find a way into the core city, I'd assume. Rhodes Island does have its own way of doing things. Take a look at the report. I'll cover every part of the plan. Thank you. Very appreciative. I need every single visual part of this plan. In 4 hours, we'll trigger a small sandstorm in the path of the Chernobog core city. Ooh, how are we going to trigger a sandstorm? I don't know, but apparently we're going to do that. 10 a.m. Wilderness. Number 1. Who's number 1? This person? Compressor number 1 powered. Oh, are we talking about? We're talking about compressors. So it's not a person. Number 2. Ammunition stockpile number 2 ready. Number 3. Wind pump number 3. Camouflage. Camouflage in place. Is the camouflage going to work? I hope so. The Chernobog core city command tower has a wide line of sight. This won't work without camouflage. They didn't even try to hide the fact that the core city was basically designed as a warship. The Empire thrives through violence and conquest. Damn. So this is just how the Empire versus designs things. Apparently. Designs put ideas into people's heads, and those ideas turn around and influence design. Living in an environment like this will breed a natural hostility towards outsiders, sooner or later. It's not fair to the ordinary It's not fair to the ordinary Ursus civilians to paint them with such a broad brush. Oh, I'll grab the backup cables. But how many crimes did Ursus commit against my hometown? They'll never be able to wash the blood off their hands. Now, they seek to use the infected to spark their next war, to justify even greater cruelty against the infected. Does this not prove their brutality? They put the torches to our fields and choked our wells with ashes. They razed entire villages, leaving only charred corpses behind. They slaughtered the land itself. Only rubble remains. Those are the ordinary Ursa civilians I know. Had they not supported the war, none of these things would have happened. I believe that was not the collective will of the people of Ursus, but rather the manifestation of evil ideas. We are not fighting the people of Ursus, but against evil itself. My God. Firewatch. This may not be Kazimiraz, I can't remember how to pronounce that, land we're standing on, but still, we will not see those atrocities repeated. It doesn't matter whether the enemy is Ursus or not. Reunion may call themselves Ursus, or they may not. But we're not we're not here to hurt people. We're here to stop people from getting hurt. The Knights never helped us guerrillas. Our leaders waited years, but in the end help never came. We fought to the last, alone, until we were devoured by Ursus. Not many of us are still around to tell the tale. Who can I trust? Who am I supposed to believe in the benevolence of Ursus' honest work? Folk, I meant folk, but I said work by accident. I don't blame the Knights, especially not you, Nerl, but I keep thinking back to the time I spent fighting Ursus. I don't trust them, and I don't trust, again, Kazimiraz, sure. That was a grave mistake on the part of the, I can't stop saying Kazimiraz Knights, a mistake that they could not right, and they did not manage to protect Kazimiraz. Apparently that's just the way I'm saying it now, right? But at least we can fight side by side today, Firewatch. I didn't have a chance to help you back then, but this time we fight, not for our homes, but to put an end to Ursus's atrocities. Even if we're only here as support, I'm still prepared to fight for what I believe in, to die for you. To die for someone else. Not all knights are like you. But I believe this is what a knight should be. There is meaning in dying for someone else. Madam Firewatch, let this battle be my apology to you. Operator Nerl. Anything you need me to do? Guard the area until the devices are fully operational. Haha. 4 hours ago. This is our disguise? Sure. After so many major combat actions, infiltration is essentially a required course for our operators. Every situation is different, but using the terrain to conceal your position is always a must. You need to stop screwing up my words. It's just so much reading. I'm not good at reading. Sometimes it's snow. Sometimes it's grassy plains. Sometimes it's a swamp. We have different techniques every time. Lungman is here in the deserts and barren lands, so use the sand to cover your tracks. That's the trick. Sure. Maybe we shouldn't rely totally on this one tactic. Fair. It's just a way to cover our tracks. Rhodes Island isn't about unilateral operations. Successful infiltration is the sum of a lot of moving parts. The information the Azazel Clinic gave us authenticated the Chernobog blueprints I have. This means we have a solid picture of what the core city's lower levels look like. When the time comes, we'll enter through the drainage system in the Foundation, but we'll need bait. Ooh, bait. We can't hook our prey without bait. Same for the hunter. Heh, yes, you're right. But given enough time, even the worst hunter can tell the difference between prey and bait. We'll have to stay out of sight long enough to prevent that. Yes. We should have to use our bait masterfully. Our master bait. Back to 10 a.m. You don't need us to land for the stop, do you, Instructor? There isn't a good spot on the core city, and Reunion isn't exactly poorly equipped. They've got casters too. Landing would be... trucky. Trucky? Should it be like tricky, not trucky? No need. Just make it look like we're going to land, but keep circling the city. We didn't bring a tactical team. Not much we can do with just the two of us. Aha. Yeah, didn't think of that. Good job. How would you not think of that? just kidding, Instructor. Put the whip down. We got the wuss who flies the bad guy and now this joker. You can keep us up for half an hour, can't you? Not a problem. Half an hour's like 58 minutes, right? Just keep their attention. The Reunion element in the ruins knows we have aircraft, but we can't be sure about what their people in the core city might know. Rest assured, you're riding the good boy. The good boy. He's a lot noisier than the bad guy. It'll be all eyes on us for a good half hour. Just watch me, Instructor. I know I said good instead of solid, but good enough. Careful now. Don't get us shot down. Just sit back and relax, instructor. I chauffeured Blaze and, Ascalon, who's that, around 100 times, and we never got we never got shot down on any of those low flights. Getting shot down is a one-time thing. Yes, it very much is. Once you get shot down, you don't like, get shot down a second time in that same, like, once you're shot down, you're down. And when you're down, your family? Olive Gun? 10 a.m. Core City outskirts. Huh? What's that? Up in the sky. Is it Superman? It's some sort of bird or plane. They're flying? The enemy brought a new weapon. What country is it from? Just shoot it down already. We don't know what it's carrying. We can't let it land. Don't panic. If it drops low enough, we'll light it up. Just don't let it out of your sight. What kind of safety features are on this thing? Are you afraid of heights, instructor? A little. Ooh, oh no. Don't worry. If something goes wrong, we won't have time to react. The crash will pulverize us. Won't even be able to identify our bodies. The great equalizer. How could I not worry? Yeah, that's not exactly the most helpful thing to say to, make someone not worry. Amir, we've managed to distract the enemy. They're convinced we're preparing to land. Begin the operation. Woo! God, so much reading. I forgot just how much reading there is in a single level of this. This is why I don't play the story. Attention, combat operators. A smattering of enemies is approaching our position. Likely a recon team from the core city. Our equipment is active. We won't let them ruin our plans. Madam Firewatch, cover me. Roger. We're going to level yet? I think we're going to the level. This far into the video, we're finally starting the single level. Yeah! 7-4. Side by side. Together! Alright, we probably want to immediately get Myrtle down. Centerline? Sure, centerline will do for now. Got enemies coming through there. Yes, Myrtle's not going to be able to defend a lot there, so I'm going to put you in front of that, Texas. Alright, now we just wait for the abilities. What's coming up the top? More of those? Alright. Who are we going to send up the top line? I'm going to go with Blaze for the top, I think. Now we need someone on the bottom, which is also slightly problematic. Lapland, sure. Do we want you further ahead or at the back? I'll put you at the back for the time being. Alright, so this should be able to survive momentarily. So I now want you there to try to handle that section. I'm a bit worried about the central section right now. Will they be able to hold that? They are block 3 together, but the problem is that when Myrtle's ability is active, she can't block, which does concern me. We don't necessarily need a healer yet. It might be a little risky to not do one, though. It seems like we're going to be fine, mostly. I kind of want you up there, so we've got a lot of range covering this area, so we can weaken things before they actually get in. Alright, now I'm going to activate these two. I want you just right here in the very, center section. So now the middle will be fine. We don't have to worry about it in the slightest. We've only got one more unit left, so we should probably put a healer. What am I going to do here? I'm not going to be able to heal Blaze, is the problem. I should have placed Lapland one further away. I think Lapland needs it more than Blaze, so I'll do that. But yeah, if I'd placed Lapland on this square here, that would have potentially been better. Damn, because I could just put them the other way around. But we should still be fine, I would assume. You're active now? Alright, Blaze is now active. That will make things a lot easier. We can probably speed up now. Alright. What's coming now? Waiting for it. It's just more of those. Alright, those aren't a problem. Give me more, even though I won't really need the DP at the moment. But it's good to have anyway, just in case. Once we reach close to the end, alright, we can now remove Myrtle to free up a slot. What do we want to do with the additional slot? So now we're about to have a lot of guys come through. And I want to just keep the slot temporarily, because we don't currently need it to be able to do something, and placing Serta down could be incredibly helpful if things start going wrong. Ooh, that's concerning me actually. I don't like that bottom. I'm gonna place you there. Yeah, that was going to get past, because Lapland is only a block 2. Need to pay attention to those sort of things. Oh no. This is fine. This is fine. You can hold a lot of people. I'm very glad I put you there. You'll be fine there. Blaze is handling the top thing. There's not many enemies left. I don't think anything super strong is going to come at the moment. 5 more. Yep. That's all of them. Alright. Good, 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 good. We should be good. Activate that just for the end bit. And now finish the last one, and we did it. Mission accomplished! All members' trust increased. Not that it matters. I think they're all at maximum trust. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Dei Plays Arknights, or Dei Completes Arknights, or however I've named this. This is the first episode, so I've not actually named it yet, so... Yes. Thank you, Dusk. I didn't want you, interrupting, the outro with me, trying to say all this. Alright, she's done. Anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and why not subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and ring the notification bell. It does something, I still don't know what. And follow me on Twitter for updates, and to see my thumbnails in a larger size, as well as announcements of streams, whenever those go live. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode of whatever this is called, on, the next level, which was, what, 7-5? How have I already forgotten the numbers? But the continuation, yes. Anyway, goodbye everybody, and roll the outro. I gave that bastard what he deserved. A funeral. Fit for a king.